everybody is actually looking forward to owning a house.
I was very, very happy when I got the allocation for the house.
Mortgage can actually work in Nigeria.
In a world where financial stability is the backbone of progress, risk management isn't just a function, but a necessity. Welcome to Everyone Deserves a Home, your guide to the evolving landscape of mortgage finance in Nigeria. I am Aisha Muhammad Ahmed, your anchor. At the core of every thriving financial institution is a shield, a mechanism that detects vulnerabilities, mitigates threats, and ensures smooth operations. For FMBN, this shield, its risk management department, a unit dedicated to anticipating challenges before they arise, strengthening governance and ensuring compliance in an ever-changing financial environment. This episode of the program focuses on risk management and its role in strategy and innovation as it relates to housing in Nigeria. Join us as we explore the risk management department in the FMBN. Our regular segment, Dream Come True, and feedback of the program will also come your way, bringing you insights into how FMBN is the leading mortgage finance in Nigeria and making home ownership a reality. Stay with us. We will begin the episode with key developments from the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, highlighting strategic efforts to expand access to affordable housing. In our headline, FMBN and Ministry of Women Affairs joined forces to enhance women's access to home ownership, and the National Assembly backs FMBN recapitalization drive for affordable housing. Stay with us for details on these and other important stories shaping Nigeria's housing sector. The Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, has reaffirmed its commitment to empower women through enhanced access to housing finance. This was discussed during a courtesy visit led by the bank's managing director, Shehu Usman Osidi, to the Ministry of Women Affairs in Abuja.
It is a great pleasure.
Speaking during the visit, Osidi commended the ministry for its pivotal role in advancing women's empowerment and national development. He emphasized the engagement as a strategic step towards a robust partnership aimed at improving women's economic stability through home ownership. He also outlined the bank's range of interest and non-interest housing loan products designed for individuals in formal and informal sectors.
Today's visit, Honourable Minister, is not just one of courtesy, but a strong statement of our readiness to partner with the Ministry of Women Affairs in delivering housing solutions to empower Nigerian women. We therefore seek your support in working with us towards identifying key intervention areas where the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria can collaborate with the Ministry to ensure that no woman is left behind in our drive for housing inclusivity.
Osidi further highlighted the bank's unique mandate to promote women in housing, pledging FMBN's unwavering commitment to working closely with the ministry to make housing finance more accessible to women across the country.
I would like to end by inviting you to join us to create a unique model, which we can call Women in Housing, where we work jointly to build housing estates, where the professionals and artisans are all women. This will be a unique model that will promote financial inclusion. The idea is that we will design houses, all the houses will be designed by female architects, all the engineers on site will be women engineers, from site clearance to the construction of the building to finishing, everything is going to be women.
Responding, the Minister of Women Affairs, Honorable Iman Suleiman Ibrahim, commended the bank and its executive management for their proactive support. She expressed enthusiasm about the collaboration, emphasizing that it aligns with the ministry's vision to tackle housing poverty among women.
The MD has addressed all of my concerns just by making one statement. I'm sure you're aware, that the women, despite being the majority in the country, continue to be underserved. And with, the emerging issues around insurgency and natural disasters, we now have a lot of female-headed households. So days are gone where they say, oh, the man is the one who provides shelter. We even have now children-headed households. And according to research, now poverty is multidimensional. So housing poverty is real. MD, I look forward to working with you to address that issue of concern.
The National Assembly has pledged its support for the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria's recapitalization efforts. This much was disclosed by Senator Aminu Tambuwal, chairman of the Senate Committee on Land, Housing and Urban Development, during a top management housing sector retreat in Lagos. The event, organized by the Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development, aimed to deliberate on strategies for actualizing the renewed hope agenda for housing and urban development. Tambuwal, who supported the objective of the recapitalization, said the move will enhance the bank's capacity to deliver affordable housing and reduce the nation's housing deficit. This, he said, was quite pivotal to the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Tambuwal reaffirmed the commitment of his committee in supporting policies and legislative frameworks that would help drive efficiency in the housing sector by bridging the gap in funding. In the same vein, Honorable Abiyante Awadi, Chairman, House Committee on Regional Planning and Urban Development, shared insight on how to bridge the funding gap in the housing sector, stating that a lot has to be done in terms of research to provide local alternatives to foreign building materials to make housing affordable and available. In the world of housing finance, one crucial factor determines sustainability and success. This factor is risk management. At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, ensuring financial stability while delivering on its mandates requires a delicate balance between the opportunity and risk. In this segment, we'll take a closer look at the Risk Management Department of the FMBN, its roles, responsibilities, and the strategies it employs to navigate financial uncertainties, with insights from the Group Head of Risk Management, Dr. Kabir Adeniyi Yagboyaju. We shall explore how FMBN mitigates risk while driving its mission to make home ownership a reality for all Nigerians. Stay tuned.
Risk management is the backbone of financial sustainability, a fundamental pillar that ensures the stability and resilience of institutions like the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN. In the complex landscape of housing finance, where billions of naira are at stake, effective risk mitigation is not just a necessity, it is a strategic imperative.
Overarching strategies simply to nip whatever risk in the board. What I meant by that is we will rather ensure that the risks are considered ahead, do the risk assessment, evaluate them, and even take care of them before they manifest. So it's not for us to actually be kind of just adopt or adapt to the risk. We preempt what risk could be in our business and then plan ahead of it in terms of the strategy that we adopt as a bank.
Housing delivery is a complex chain with risk factors that could impact negatively on the bank. The department therefore navigates broad financial uncertainties and regulates compliance mandates through rigorous due diligence, risk profiling, and monitoring to ensure the delivery of quality houses on time.
It aligns with our mandate of providing affordable mortgage for the contributors to National Housing Fund, in the sense that even in terms of the houses that we're going to deliver to our contributors way ahead, we look at all the risk factors that could deny or prevent us from being able to deliver. And so we for some of the counterparties we have in terms of developers, stakeholders in the ecosystem that we operate in, the developers, we evaluate them to be sure that these are people that will be able to deliver the houses timely too. Because when you don't deliver houses, quality houses timely, then that means there could be cost overrun or inflationary impact on those houses, and they become unaffordable again when the prices are too high. So we carry out the risk assessment of the people working with us in terms of the developers to ensure that they can deliver quality houses and they can deliver to time, so that we won't run into the risk of having cost overrun on projects.
A core responsibility of the risk department is the evaluation of credit risks, ensuring that mortgage loans are extended to financially viable beneficiaries while minimizing default probabilities.
Credit risk has to do with the fact that we lend money to people and possibly they are unable to pay us back. Our situation is not worse than most financial institutions in Nigeria, so it's not as if we are in a critical situation with credit risk. Yes, one or two transactions might have gone bad, but that does not mean all our transactions have gone bad. And we don't have liquidity risk in the sense that anything we want to do with money, either to create mortgage for people or to construct houses, we can readily fund those houses, although that does not mean we have all the money we need. Of course, we require more liquidity to be able to do more business for the entire country, because Federal Mortgage Bank is as per the entire nation. It's not just for one state. For 240 million people to house them, then you can just imagine the quantum of money that we need. So we do not have all the money, yes, but it's not as if we have liquidity crisis.
To enhance credit risk management, the bank conducts thorough background checks on applicants. In the face of default, however, the FMBN has a system in place to recoup losses that may arise.
For mortgage defaulters, again, in the first instance, the mortgage loan itself has an asset behind it that reinforces or ring-fences whatever risk that we may be encountering in terms of the mortgage we've created. The asset, which is the house that has been mortgaged to us, on the back of which we granted the facility, stands as a collateral for our transaction. And so that secures us from the defaults that could arise. And titles of those houses are always in our custody. So and whoever owns the title owns the property. That gives us comfort for any default. And beyond that, even while the repayment's supposed to be ongoing, we have all manners of arrangements in place, from the standing instruction that we take from mortgagors that borrowed money from us to ensure that their regular repayment is as certain or will come in. We have this standing order instruction that they normally provide for us.
Looking ahead, the FMBN anticipates the establishment of the Credit Bureau, ensuring that beyond granting credit, proper data is recorded to strengthen financial transparency.
For us as an institution, we try as much as possible to do background check on applicants. And so we believe that if the issue of credit bureau is further established in terms of the usage of that platform in creating credit in the financial industry. And beyond creating credit, let the data be provided for these credit bureaus, so that if I've already taken loan, if I've taken a loan from a particular financial institution and I've not managed that credit well as an obligor, and I come to your own bank to want to take loan again, you could readily go to the credit bureau and see my credit history and see how bad I treated some other financial institutions I've taken money from. Then of course that guides your own decision, or it guides whatever decision you're going to take on me.
As a proactive mortgage institution, the Risk Management Department engages with various units within the bank to monitor activities, detect vulnerabilities, and advise on the way forward, all towards providing affordable houses for Nigerians.
We equally carry out price survey in terms of prices of material with another group within the bank, that's the project finance group. That is just to guide our take in terms of the finances we grant to construction companies, the developers, so that we will be guided in terms of the prices of material they use for our buildings. And of course we can always advise such groups in terms of where we think the prices of materials will be, and that will help us in forestalling anything that will cause cost overrun on any ongoing project. Because like I said earlier on, a project that is supposed to be delivered, if it's delayed, there could be something called cost overrun, and of course that impacts on the final selling prices of the buildings, which if it's too high makes those buildings become unaffordable for off-takers. So,
in an industry where uncertainties are inevitable, risk management remains the cornerstone that transforms challenges into opportunities, securing a future where every Nigerian truly deserves a home. However, NHF contributors have a responsibility for this to work.
It's expected that people will meet their obligations, particularly the fact that NHF is a kind of a cooperative scheme. You contribute, I contribute, and that's what comes together to make the pool of funds that we're doing business with. And that means that if someone had drawn from it, it will be proper for such a person to be meeting the obligations, so that other people that contributed to that same scheme can equally come forward to draw from it. But if some of the people that have enjoyed the facility refuse to pay back or default, then of course it will give it's going to raise some challenges, and of course deny other people from able to have access to such lending.
Housing is more than just a place to live. It is security, stability, and an investment in the future. Yet, for millions of Nigerians, owning a home remains a dream. But through strategic interventions, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, FMBN, is making it a dream come true for many. In this segment, we meet Malam Abubakar Umar, a proud beneficiary of the National Housing Fund scheme. His journey is one of perseverance and hope, an inspiring testament to how the NHF can make access to affordable homes easier.
I can assure all Nigerians that if you apply, once it is available, you will get.
Definitely the scheme is real.
It's a big testimony to stop paying rent.
Excellent. Seriously excellent.
It works and is real.
Malam Abubakar Umar, a civil servant, began his journey to home ownership after his visit to the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria.
When I visited the FMBN building, so one of my friends, he said, okay, you are locally enough. Come, let me introduce you to one developer, Ibis Colley. I said, okay, so I had been filling the forms, almost all the primary mortgages, I filled their forms, but I couldn't get it. But I said, let me try my best. And I tried my best. So luckily for me, I filled the form there, I did everything, I did all the necessary things.
As a happy homeowner, he shares with us the type of house he acquired.
It's 2-bedroom bungalow. You see, I have my own portion. I have my 2-bedroom flat and everything. My family are happy, I'm happy.
He explains how convenient the repayment process is for him and shares his thoughts on the quality of house he obtained.
My mode of payment is monthly because I'm a salary earner. So they used to deduct from the source. So if they deduct the remaining change, and then I will collect it. That's it. Honestly speaking, with the liaison with the Abiscoli and then the Federal Mortgage Bank, honestly speaking, you people are trying. You have been trying, and you are continuing trying to get a quality houses. Now, if you come during rainy season, honestly speaking, if care is not taken because of the quality of the roof now, in fact, it was another story, not this one, because the breeze that used to wind here is not a small breeze, but alhamdulillah, look at it now, everything is remain intact.
Describing it as a dream come true, Mala Abubakar shares his excitement from the moment he received his keys.
I started rubbing shoulder with the big men because what the only things now I say, this is my house. I can even point out this is my house. So in life, even in your village, honestly speaking, if you have shelter, so in fact you are gone far, not the place of your state, and then come down to Federal Capital Territory, which is aim of everybody. Now I want to own the house. I want to own. In fact, my relationship between people now, it has been changed. Even my boss now, my director, honestly speaking, he can't tell me, he can't shout on me anyhow, because he has his own house now and then my own house now. So what is going to tell me? In fact, my respects have totally changed within my colleagues, within my relations, honestly speaking.
He calls on Nigerians to take advantage of the opportunity, affirming its authenticity, and continues to encourage his colleagues and friends to key into the NHF scheme.
When I started advertising this mortgage in my organization, honestly speaking, people have started trooping in, and later on they say, okay, this one, even I feel it is not something that I can get in. I say, try your best, try your best, try your best. So luckily enough, it is only one woman. She come apply and she got her own house in my organization. And now people are even telling me that, me, honestly, I'm not fair to them. Because I told you people how many times I used to come and tell you that, see what is going on. Please, if you have interest, just fill it now. And now, honestly speaking, they say, I'm not fair to them. And I say, I've already advertised everything to you. And I will continue advertising. So Federal Mortgage Bank is my second home. It's my second house, yes.
And that's where we draw the curtain on this edition. But beyond the stories and insight, the real journey starts with making the inquiry about home ownership. Visit any FMBN branch office near you or log on to www.fmbn.gov.ng. NHF contributors can also check their contribution status by dialing *219#. Owning a home isn't just a milestone, it is a legacy, and FMBN is here to help you build it. Until next time, stay hopeful and keep moving towards your dream.